Hi all, myself Professor Sri Kumari G, Assistant Professor Department of Civil Engineering, Savidhi Institute of Technology. I will be the course coordinator for the subject Engineering Geology with the subject code 18CV36. It's having weightage 60 of geology in the field of civil engineering and various dynamic knowledge in geology in the field of civil engineering such as major projects like dam, bridges, tunnel, highways, etc. And various other modern tool uses like remote sensing and GIS, which can be applied in natural disaster analysis and assessment and in various environmental awareness also. So, before going to the syllabus in detail, I just wanted to give an introduction or a briefing about each module. So, starting from first module, it is dealing about scope of geology in the field of civil engineering, and it is giving an information about what are the different structural features of internal structure of the earth. So being a civil engineer, you should know about which are the different characteristics and different subsurface layers of earth structure. And another part of this module, it is dealing about various minerals and especially civil engineering related minerals are listed out as per the syllabus in various stages of civil engineering construction like ceramic works and flooring tiles, and for aesthetic view onwards for some minerals will be using and for glass purpose and for AC sheets purpose. So, being a civil engineer, the knowledge or a highlight towards the mineral and its various physical properties are also very important as a basic knowledge for a civil engineer. So, these are the two parts we'll be covering in Module 1. In Module 2, it is about petrology and geomorphology. Petrology is nothing but study about the rocks, which are the construction unit for various constructions like tunnels, dams, residential buildings, etc. So for pavement material purpose, also some rocks aggregates are using. So properties of these rocks, which rock can be selected for various purposes, which are the criteria to be followed by a civil engineer for the selection of a rock, which are the building unit of constructions, and their various properties and how the rocks will be behaving as we think about the foundation designs and the foundations which are rest upon this hard strata. So how the hard strata's behavior will be, what are the deformations the hard strata may have, how to be given extra care at the time of foundation design with the matter of deformations of the rocks. So based on that, the one part of the module will be dealing, and another part of the module it is dealing with the different geomorphological properties. Geomorphology is nothing but the morphological studies over the earth. It also include various geomorphological process like weathering, erosion, deposition, etc. Also, so what are the drainage patterns and what are the other geomorphological features which will affect the civil engineering constructions. So each construction type, how the topography can knowledge will help the civil engineer. These are also the part of module 2. Now coming into the module 3, it is about structural geology and rock mechanics. It is about different rock characteristics and its structures and various deformations which may happen in the rock, so-called fault, joints, unconformities, etc. How it will affect the civil engineering projects? What are the precautionary measures a civil engineer should take? And another property called rock quality determination and rock structure rating. These are the two major technical study or a test a civil engineer should undergo. A civil engineer should to be considered before considering the rock for various purposes like flooring or hard strata purpose or for tunneling or the dam construction, reservoir, etc., etc. And another part is about dealing with rock mechanics. It's also about different rock behavior when the matter of foundation design is considering how each rock will be behaving and how what will be their strength and what are the other properties of the rocks and how these raw properties will affect major civil engineering projects, what are the precautionary measures to be taken. These are the brief uh, uh, note on module 3. Now coming into the module 4, this is about hydrogeology. It's dealing about all the basics and foundations about the groundwater, what are the water bearing properties of rocks, various technical terms called porosity, permeability, transmissivity, etc. Also, you will be learning in hydrogeology, that is in module 4, and various groundwater exploration methods like electrical resistivity and seismic refraction and reflection methods and groundwater contamination. So everything related to groundwater, all basics and little more advanced topics also you will be covering in module 4 related to groundwater and even seawater intrusion such discussion also and part of seawater intrusion, that is also another part of module 4. And module 5, it is about seismology and geodesy. In seismology, you will be studying about the characteristics of seismic waves, earthquake, its intensity, seismic zones, etc. And in geodesy, you will be dealing about modern tools. As I said, in as the major objective of this subject, GIS, GPS, and remote sensing, these are the most modern technologies which we'll be using in order to study the topography, location, etc. So, in a nutshell, geology, it is completely dealing about the earth features and how it will be, how the knowledge will be helping in various civil engineering aspects. And after studying the course, a student will be able to apply geological knowledge in different civil engineering practice. Students will acquire knowledge on durability and competence of foundation rocks and confidence through to use the best building materials. And third outcome is civil engineer are competent enough for the safety, stability, economy, and life of the structures that they construct. Able to solve various issues related to groundwater exploration, build dams, bridges, tunnels, which are often confronted with groundwater problems. And the last outcome is it's based on the most modern tools like intelligent enough to apply GIS, GPS, and remote sensing as a latest tool in different civil engineering construction. So these are the various outcomes students will be gaining after the completion of this course.